What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back once again, and we're going to be talking about another game that I believe that deserves a remaster, which is, of course, Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex. Now, if you guys remember this game, this is one of the high points in Crash Bandicoot, or what I think was one of the high points of Crash Bandicoot after the third game. This really helped Crash skyrocket back into the charts of not just PlayStation, but a great game. It really kind of brought the series into a new era from PS1 on to PS2, as well as Xbox, Xbox 360, GameCube. Now, if you guys remember, this game actually brought a nemesis to Crash, other than, of course, Cortex and Aku Aku, and, of course, Uka Uka, and all these other characters that were brought into the game as normal. But Uka Uka was one of those where he brought other masks, the elementals, to go up against Crash, as well as an enhanced version of Crash, who was like the evil brother of Crash that Cortex created to go up against Crash, as well as Aku Aku and Coco and among their friends. So this really was the pivot point of making Crunch go up against Crash, who later becomes an ally, as well as also bringing all the other characters such as Tiny. You got other characters that were bringing back as well, which I found really cool because it was awesome to see Crash come back. Now, again, it is an older game. It does deserve a remaster after all these years. With all the Crash games that are getting remastered, I firmly believe that this is one that honestly I think does need to be remastered, because it's been more than a decade. It came out in 2001. It was on GameCube still, for crying out loud. So still is one of those games that you can probably dust off, plug in, and play for a few hours, have fun with your friends, even with your kids, as well as even yourself, some old memorabilia, some great memories of nostalgia, as well as just hearing, Booga Booga, or, hearing, of course, Cortex saying, like, "Feel my wrath, Crash Bandicoot." There are certain things about this game that are very nostalgic, and just you can't get over it. And I think after the first three games, as well as Nitro Racing, that this game possibly needs a remaster. It's been very long since the game had anyone remembers it. There's been other games about possibly it being remade, and I've seen a few videos, and I figured I'd go ahead and give you guys this quick little video. Now, there are other games within Crash I'd like to see remade. Now, granted, this game went back and forth. This was probably one of the best games after the third game, because there was others. There was Crash Nitro Racing, there was Twin Sanity, there was Mind Over Mutant, there was Crash of the Titans. There was very many games that did well to a certain degree, such as another one like Crash Bash. I may make another game of that. That was a great game too. But Crash is one of those standalone creations that is timeless, and I also believe that this game does deserve it, because, again, out of my opinion, I give it maybe 4 out of 5. There was things about this I didn't particularly care for. There was levels about this I really remembered I had troubles with. Some of it I did not care for. I wanted to hurry up and get through it, because even though it's part of the story, I just didn't care for it. Now, everybody has times like that where you just didn't care for it, whether it would be the level or a certain character or certain things that you had to do within the story to get by into the next level of the story, so that way you be able to have fun with it, be able to be introduced to different characters, as well as the time frame. Now, again, did it really make a big jump? Yes and no. The graphics back then looked a little bit better than it did on in the 99 version. It was kind of a step up from PS1 to PS2, as well as an Xbox and Xbox 360. But you look at from Xbox and Xbox 360 to PS4, Xbox One, as well as PS5 coming, as well as Xbox Series coming. So there is a lot of potential that Crash can still do on these other consoles, as well as maybe backwards capability. You could do that as well, or even be able to remaster it onto PS4 or onto PS5 if they are so willing to do that. But guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Would you like to see Crash the Wrath of Cortex return? Would you like to see a digital update on it? Would you like to see a full remaster? What would you like to see is the main question. Would you like to see it return for a brand new game, dust it off and touch it up from the graphics, change it just a little bit? That way it looks like the Crash that we're seeing nowadays within the last few years. Of course, with the brand new game coming up with Crash 4, it's about time. I think after this one, maybe Crash Wrath of Cortex can make a debut. After that, just give it a little bit more time, and then maybe we can get this game within the next possibly couple years, maybe 2021, 2022 anyway. So there's the amount of time is endless for Crash games. Crash is a very hot topic right now. It kind of balances back and forth, sort of like a teeter-totter. So basically, when I think you've had enough of a Crash game, you just get another one, and then goes right back down, and then you get another one. So maybe that's what they need to do. But once again, guys, let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, always consider about subscribing, leave a big fat like on the video if you guys enjoyed. What would you guys like to see of Crash? Would you like to see this game return? Would you like to see another game return? I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you guys in the very next video. See you later.